Everyone has New Year's resolutions, and one of the issues with all these resolutions is whether you abide by them. I see people that are kind of manic in the first couple of weeks of the new year, and then all of a sudden it starts to diffuse and they go right back to their same habits. If there's one area that can be pretty reckless, it's your nutrition. And I have a few tips that I'd like to throw out to you that are palatable, they're easy to follow, and I think if you just have kind of a daily checklist, you can adhere to them. So let's kind of go through my quick list. Number one, if you can start shifting your carbohydrates, and I mean shifting them out of your diet, and start with all the simple drinks that you may have. That's number one. So any sweetened drink that you might have, the fluid replacement drinks that you're probably used to in training and racing, see if you can get rid of those sweetened teas that are in that list as well. Number two, if you can get rid of all your clear oils. They have a lot of inflammatory effects from taking the clear oils. You should be cooking with the pure oils, and that's coconut oil and walnut oil and avocado oil, and sprinkle it with olive oil at the end. Those are the best ones that you can take. So that's kind of a couple quick tips in a row. Third one is in the morning when you get up, particularly if you've overindulged, and we all do that because everyone is human. There are nights where we're going to say, oh, I'm going to go out, I know I'm going to eat this. Well, the next day, don't eat when you get up in the morning. Allow a longer window and periodically increase this window time from the time you finish dinner or whenever you are eating late to the time you eat again, from 12 to 15 hours. If you can exercise during that window, you get a magical boost of human growth hormone, and also turning on that fat switch, which is the non-inflammatory part of the dietary switch that you're going to make. The next one is you don't want to graze. There's a tendency when you're on carbohydrates, you're always eating. And I used to tell people this all the time. When you're hungry, just start eating. Not a good idea. There's two key hormones that you're kind of regulating or modulating when you don't eat. One is leptin, and it tells you when you're full. And you've got this stomach to brain connection and brain to stomach connection. So if you're eating a carbohydrate, you don't get the connection. It says, I'm still hungry, and the tendency is to eat more. If you're eating good protein and high healthy fat, your satiety switches on this full hormone, leptin, and says, I don't have to eat. Ghrelin is the other one that says, I'm now hungry. So when ghrelin says, gee, I'm really actually hungry because I've had a longer window. So what is that window? Allow at least 3 to 4 hours between the times you finished eating and your next meal. If you're really hungry and you've worked out a lot and you say, I just can't wait anymore, grab a high-fat food. My go-to are nuts, avocados, and olives. Those are the big three for me, and they're really easy. I always travel with a little bag of nuts, and so when I get hungry, I have these. I also have them on my desk at work. I don't know what number this is. It's somewhere on the list. When you are exercising, the tendency when you're exercising, I see this in the gym a lot, is that people are always gravitating to the fluid replacement drinks, and I've always reminded you of this. So when you finish exercising, the last exercise that you should be doing should be full body, and it should be full body to hearty fatigue. So that means your legs, your quads, your calves, your glutes, your back, and your shoulders. I love overhead squats. You finish your exercise with that. Why? Because this elevates human growth hormone and testosterone, and don't fuel up right afterwards because your circulating levels are going to be really, really high. Lastly, no one's pure. Have a nice glass of dry wine. If you have to have some dark chocolate, that's a good thing. Above 85%, have a little piece but not the whole bar. Anyway, I hope those tips will help. Those are my quick New Year's resolution.